All right, welcome back to the channel. Another day, another box to open up. This one is the Honor Magic8 Pro. And this one is going to be the Chinese model. So let me do a real quick look around packaging. Up on top, you've got your information. If you want to pause that and take a look at those. There's all of that. Not much on the back at all. But let's do a little slice right here. Throw that aside. And there we go. Did take a little bit of a damage in the transit, but we should be just fine.
One-eyed tech guy, here we go. Life in mono, tech in focus show.
There we go. Top, nothing in there. You've got your phone. You've got the plastic tray here that separates the phone from the rest of the stuff inside. And if you want to pause that and use your Google Translator, okay. So moving on here, we've got a SIM tray removal tool here. We've got our typical paperwork and a very nice case included. Always appreciated. It's got a little bit of a light blue color. You've got USB Type A to Type C cable. You can see right there. And thank you, Honor, for including the charger. This is a 120 watt. This is the Chinese model, so it does use the same type of prongs that the US uses. There's your information on the... All right, you guys came to see this. Not very exciting on that one, but we've got your power here, volume rockers on the top, the new camera control, the bottom, your SIM card, Type C, speaker. On the left of the display, nothing at all. The top, you've got your speaker and looks like microphone. I'm going to guess the IR blaster is inside the camera module like the last few have been. Let's get this powered on. Here we go. While we wait for that, let's see what this case looks like. There we go. Not bad. All right, so we've got the welcoming screen. All the different languages here. English way up on the top. United States. We'll put the SIM card in just a moment. Continuing on with the setup screens here. They do not have the United States here, so I'm going to go with UK. All right, this is the screen for your fingerprint. We'll just see how quickly this goes. I'm putting it right in the middle there, and it's not even registering anything at all. Having a problem with it connecting to my Honor account. It's as if something is not quite right with this. It is not reading my fingerprint. Now all of a sudden it is. It is extremely uncooperative. Magic OS 10. And this is our first look at the home screen. We're getting a couple different jingles here on the two different Honor phones. And apparently we have a software update. Hopefully it'll fix the fingerprint and me connected to the Honor account. But we're going to click later. And let's take a little bit longer look at everything that's installed here. But I'm going to go through, get rid of all these apps here, and get my Play Store installed. Before I go through and do the app removals, let's just take a look at the settings here. Now remember, this is Magic OS 10, and this is the Chinese ROM. If I go in, I've got the V5 Global. So we can do just a real quick comparison here. Honor AI and Yo-Yo has the foldable, of course. Then they both go to home screen. So these are both are very similar down to safety and emergency. This one has security. This has security and privacy. They're split here. And location. So you can see that they do have a little bit of differences there. And here is the about. Disappointing that even when you select English, it will still have Chinese not translated. All right, so one thing you could do is when your settings, go to apps, manage apps, and then if you scroll down just a little bit, you're going to see Android Auto is by default disabled. Enable that, and you should have access to Android Auto on your Chinese ROM. Something else that I just noticed here in the apps, up here, app uninstall, will take you to this page here. You can just click on all of these that you do not want, and you can see there's quite a bit. And it's building up a uninstall list. So we will see what this does real quick. Look at that, makes things real quick. And then I'll just go through this and see if there's anything else that kind of sits here like that one. And see what else that, kind of remained. There's another one, Google Play Services, enable that. And figure out what you want, don't want. Okay, so I've had this phone for a few days now, and when I first was setting it up, I did run into several issues, and I'll put those up on the screen here right now. But what I did to resolve most of it, the fingerprint you can see works perfectly fine. That resolved after doing a factory reset, so I'm not sure why the several attempts were problematic on the first setup and configuration, but after a factory reset, it was perfectly fine. But I still had problems with the Honor Connect and other things like the App Store not connecting and just a lot of different screens not wanting to load. So after I had the Google Play Services enabled and installed the Google Play Store, I went in and you do a long press on the app and you get the My Apps. When I opened up My Apps, there was a single update here for the Google Play Services. I did the update for the Play Services and everything else worked perfectly fine. I was able to log into the Google Store, the Google Play Store and my Google account, and everything else loaded up perfectly fine. So if you run into that issue, check that first and see if there is a Play Services update. That did not appear in the Honor app market or when I did a system update. So just something to check. But as far as the phone itself, you can see this is really, really snappy, and it is just a fantastic phone. Being a Chinese phone, I actually have no issues. I showed you in the setup, there is Android Auto. So for those people that do use that, you should not have any issues. Okay, so as far as video quality and sound quality, this is actually a beautiful display and the sound is phenomenal. It actually is better than the Pixel 10 Pro XL in my opinion, and it is on par with the iPhone 17 Pro sound. So here's everyone's favorite, and okay, so now that is running at about a 50% volume, and it can definitely go a lot louder. It has some bass. I mean, it's still a cell phone, so it's not going to be a wowing type of sound, but it actually sounds really good. As far as scrolling speed, here's YouTube. You can see that it's nice and smooth. When you flick it, it continues. It doesn't just stop. Everything's loading up perfectly fine. So I have, right now, probably no complaints with this phone. Now again, this is a Chinese one, so it will not support Wear OS, so no Pixel Watch, OnePlus Watch. Some people have had luck with a Samsung Galaxy Watch, but I think that's only older ones. Your mileage may vary, so don't expect those things to work with this. You're going to be looking at more imported watches from like Xiaomi, Honor, those things, or some other third-party ones like Amazfit. That will work perfectly fine here. So if there's anything you guys want to see specifically, do let me know. You can see this has no animation issues at all. It's perfectly smooth. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see, what you like about it, what you dislike about Honor phones, and let's have a conversation about it. I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more. A lot of videos coming.